Welcome everybody to week 2, game 1 of Tulane Dynasty against South Alabama. This is the season kickoff. Not season kickoff, well, it is for us, but anyway, here we're going to look at the ratings of each team. We lead in the category of overall and offense, but they have a slight edge on us on defense. Now, here's the kickoff, the first kickoff of the season, and who is this? I think this is Josh Rounds. Josh Rounds is our kick returner. I wrote the names down. I just want to get used to this. I wrote the names down for both teams. Excuse me. I'm trying to get used to the names and everything. But anyway, we start the game off with a rush with Orleans Darkwood, by far our best player on the team besides Ryan Grant, our wide receiver. And here, I try rolling out with Montana, and I throw it to Orleans Darkwood, and he drops it. Now, I'm going to stop acting like I played this game. I'm going to start acting like I'm a commentator, kind of like Mr. Hurricane does. But anyway, second and third, and we look for Edwards over the middle, and he's wide open for a 24-yard reception, Mark Edwards. Here we give a nice handoff to Orleans Darkwood for 11-yard rush. Now, 1st and 10 again, inside the red zone. We hit, who is that? Marfisi, I think that is. But he drops the ball last second. And here I try to throw it to the corner of the end zone to Ryan Grant and the defenders there. So, 3rd and 10. We throw a little quick out to Orleans Darkwood, but he can't get the first down. Now, that is going to lead to a field goal try by Santos, and it is good. So we go up early in the game, 3-0. As we get a studio update, only showing this because San Diego State, an unranked team, is beating the number 2 Ohio State. Now, we take a look at South Alabama's key player, their impact player, Ross Matheny, the person leading their team, and not gonna lie, he's a beast. Now, you see their second impact player on offense is their running back, Dimitri Baker. Now, here they run a screen on 3rd and 9, and I just overrun the play, but he gets a nice 28-yard gain there. Then they hand the ball back off to him for a 9-yard gain on 1st and 10 to get them into their zone. And here they run an option, but Matheny keeps the ball, and he runs for a nice 11 yards. So they're driving quick and easy on us, as they did run the no-huddle offense. Oh, excuse me. Now, in the 10-yard line after that run, and then they do a quarterback option, and Matheny decides to keep it and runs in 8 yards for a touchdown. As you see them celebrating on our home field, can't believe it. The mascot is a Jaguar wearing a jersey. But anyway, now Nick Montana hands it off to Darkwood on 1st and 10, and that's a 7-yard rush. So now on 2nd and 3rd, we give a nice misdirection handoff to the left side, to the weak side, for an 8-yard rush. Coming in on 2nd and 7, we're looking for somebody, and we see Orleans Darkwood. No, that's not even Orleans Darkwood. That's Lazarevich. I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to call him Thompson. Thompson over the middle for, I think it was a nice 20-yard gain, but he was wide open, guys. So here we do a play action. Don't see nobody open. Nick Montana decides to roll out, quickly stopped because he got contained, in number 67, Jesse Kelly, with the sack, and he was actually a big part of this game. But here we find Shackelford wide open. Yeah, wide open over the middle, 14 yards, but not enough for a first down. So we kick the field goal on 4th and 2 to make it 7-6 in the second. Now here, Matheny, 1st and 10 on the next drive, wide open to Lavender. Brian Lavender with the catch. And here they go in motion with the tight end. He's looking for somebody. Who does he find? Glover, but he just drops the ball. Just blatantly drops the ball. He's got some rock hands. Get that man some gloves. I think he might have had some. Not sure. But here, Ross Matheny gets sacked for -5 yards by number 91. Who is number 91? Number 91 is... I don't know. He's not on it. But anyway, back to the game. They try to run another option, but it doesn't work. So we get the ball back, and then we pass it to Ryan Grant, who stumbles forward. He's going to be a big key to this offense as they have a flag on the play. Thought it was holding, but then we see it's offsides on number 25. Now we're looking for somebody. We look to Grant, and we find him. I think he made a one-handed grab there. I don't know. It looked like he did, but then we're looking for somebody. We throw it deep. Ryan Grant goes up and no. Oh, man. I thought he was going to catch that. If he would have came down with that, he would have been the all-time greatest wide receiver of all time. But anyway, we throw it in the coverage. That's not going to keep. That's not going to work. So I'm going to have to make smarter decisions as Matheny decides to throw it away here. Now we get in the 2nd and 10 and late in the second quarter. They're trying to make a drive to score before the halftime. And he makes a little juke moves and gets down to the about 45-yard line. Now here on 1st and 10, he's looking. He finds Baker, but Davis is there to wrap him up for only a 3-yard reception. Back on 2nd and 7, Matheny drops back and is looking for somebody over the middle. He finds Brian Lavender, but then he drops it at the end. Some could have argued that that is a fumble. It's an argument. It's not worth a challenge, though. Now here, they run another screenplay and they get an 8-yard reception for a 1st down. I cannot believe it. You're going to see they love to run that screenplay. Now, Matheny is back to pass once again, and he finds Baker once again for a 6-yard gain. So they actually used their running back Baker more for receptions and passing than they do for running. But anyway, a little option. And he pitches it to Corey Bastetta, who doesn't get nowhere. And then we're looking deep, but we find Ryan Grant over the middle, nobody next to him, and he runs for a few yards to get a 23-yard reception. As you saw, we did stop South Alabama on the drive there, and we got the ball back, and now we're looking to score before the halftime. So we called a no huddle. We're looking to go to the outside, and we find Shackelford on the outside of the 50-yard line, and he runs for a few yards too, gets a 23-yard reception, and here we do a play action, but the defensive tackle got through cleanly and sacked Nick Montana. Now we're looking for another outside pass. We get an open receiver in Ryan Grant, and there he is. He gets out of bounds. Now we're looking for another one. Probably should have went down the middle, but we find Ryan Grant again for a 1st down, 6-yard reception. We had one timeout, so we called it. Now here, with 1 second left, we kick the ball, and it's looking good, but it hits off the crossbars. That's a hard one. But going into halftime, South Alabama leaves 7-6, and getting in the 3rd quarter, they hand the ball off to Baker, and he gets about 5 yards. Then they hand the ball off again, but that is stuffed by Zach Davis, I want to say. I don't know. But then here, Matheny looks back and throws it to number 24, but it's interception. It's an interception by Doss, Lorenzo Doss, the cornerback, number 6. And here, Orleans Darkwood gets a nice 8-yard run, and they'll hand it off to him again in the backfield. This time he only gets 3 yards though, and here we put the fullback in motion with a pitch. We run past this dude and then get laid out for another 3-yard gain. So 3rd and 5 inside the red zone. We're looking for a completion at least, and Banks gets the completion over the middle, and he tumbles into the touchdown. So the first touchdown of the season goes to Lorenzo Banks. Lorenzo Banks, that's not his name. Kendrick Banks is his name. But we put in the extra point to make it 13-7 as Matheny drops back for a screen, and it looks like he gets crushed for only a 2-yard gain. I think that was the safety that came up and hit him that hard. Kyle Davis, senior. But here they run the no huddle, and it looks like they're going to run another screen. And this time, I don't think nobody's going to get to him. We almost trip him there. And then Batiste runs him down and pushes him out of bounds with a little bit of help from the safety. Now, 3rd straight play in a row, they run another running back screen. But this one is instantly snuffed out by, who's that again? Oh, that's Matthew Bailey. Matthew Bailey, that's his name. Oh. Anyway, they run a 4th screen. But this time, it's not a running back screen. It is a bubble screen. So here, Matheny starts running the QB option. He gets a 1st down and 7 yards on that play. And here he's going to look to pass the ball. And it should have been pick. but we played aggressive and it didn't work out. So Crammon Broadknocks with the 10-yard reception. Ooh, I'm starting to get the hiccups. Sorry, guys. Now here, on 2nd and inches, Baker gets a nice run for 21 yards to put them in the red zone inside the 10. They run the QB option. Matheny keeps it, but he's tackled for a 3-yard gain. And here he runs the QB option again. I missed the tackle. Well, let's say the safety missed the tackle. Okay, we'll just say that. But then they put in the extra point to put them up by 1, 14-13 now, and late third, and we put the fullback in motion and we run the ball with Orleans Darkwa for a nice 12-yard gain. And here we get a nice counter, but it just doesn't work out. It only gets a little 1-yard gain. But here we decide to run the power O. Orleans Darkwa, who is a big key player on this team, runs for 7 yards, and then we decide to do a screen of our own and look at the wide open field. He is gone. Oh wait, no, he's not. There's somebody comes out of nowhere. He stiff arms and he almost just gets stopped at the 1-yard line for a 58-yard reception on the screen pass. So here we decide to, oh god, he jumped over the pile and he got annihilated. Don't do that at home. Don't. But here, he tries to jump again for some reason. Dante Butler with the touchdown. Our first rushing touchdown. So our first rushing touchdown doesn't go to our best player, our best running back, and our first receiving touchdown isn't by our best receiver. That's awesome, in a way, if you want to think about it. But anyway, back to the drive. Next drive, 1st and 10. They hand the ball off to Baker. He only gets about 2 yards, and then they hand it off again, gets 0 yards, but it's 3rd and 7 for some reason. Anyway, now they're going to run another screen to him. And who's there? Strozier, the senior, is there to sniff it out and tackles him for a negative 1-yard loss. That will result in them giving the ball up. And here we're going to go deep on the first play. And guess who we find over the middle? Ryan Grant for the touchdown. 45-yard reception. 2 TDs for Nick Montana this game. Ryan Grant is going to be a beast. Wasn't that pretty of a throw, but it got to him and there was nobody by him, so it didn't need to be the prettiest throw in the world. Now, 2 minutes left in the game. We're leading 27-14. They got the ball. They do a little fake pass to a handoff and get stopped immediately for negative 3 yards. And now brings up 2nd and 13. They're looking for Hendricks, and they get Hendricks for let's say a 4-yard gain. So then he's gonna throw it to Baker, and then we do some illegal taunting. I don't know. We might want to cut. I want to cut that out. Team, we gotta stay focused this year. But anyway, Ross Matheny goes back for a pass on 4th down, and he gets sacked for a negative 7 yards. Then we're just gonna run the ball here, and you're gonna see they're gonna stop this at each time and call a timeout each time. So they're going to get the ball back after we kick this field goal to put us up 30-14. Now here on 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter, Ross Matheny looks back for a pass, just puts it right over the linebacker's head to the tight end, number 12, for a nice gain. And then he looks for what looked like another screen, but he gets it to the tight end again, and here is another pass. Hendricks drops the pass this time. That's not good because they need to complete every pass they can. Here he shakes the safety, and Davis trying to bring him down, but he needs help for a 19-yard gain. Now, here my dude just didn't jump. Something I wish they changed in this game. It's like they control when you jump and stuff. I don't know why. But anyway, they go for 2. They get the 2. So now it's 30-22. All they need to do is get the onside kick, but as we'll see, Thompson recovers it, and that will be the ball game as we take the victory formation. So Tulane will go to 1-0 on the season after a win over South Alabama. Player of the game is Nick Montana. It's a great game for him. He didn't throw any interceptions, went 14 for 19, 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 deep pass for a touchdown. But I know we're going to show you the players of the game right here. I know this wasn't the greatest commentary ever. I want to get better. Work with me here, all right, guys? Just give me a chance. Now, just show you skill tree. If you like this video, please support it. Like, thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you.